Hey guys, it is 2Pro or Adam, and welcome back to another COD Zombies Top 10. Last week we started our greatest series and we knocked out the SMGs first, so today we are moving on to 10 of the greatest assault rifles to bless us here in Treyarch Zombies. So it's time to go over the results of our previous sound quiz. Personally, I think the sound was really easy, and a lot of you did get this sound right. The correct sound was Electric Cherry. That's the answer I was looking for, so congrats to all of you who got that sound right. Now, let's move on to today's sound quiz, and yes, it is still a BO4 sound. So along with commenting what you think that sound was, what top 10 should I do next? Should I do LMG? Should I do shotguns? Should I do top 10 greatest camos? Whatever you guys want, let me know in the comments below. If I do use your idea, I will be sure to give you credits in that video. And besides that, let's go ahead and jump into the greatest ARs in Treyarch Zombies. So starting things off in my number 10 spot, this is kind of the only weapon that I have from World at War Zombies, although this weapon is in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and in Black Ops 3. It is the STG. Now, in World at War, this is under just rifles because there are no assault rifles in in World at War Zombies, but in Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, the STG is considered an assault rifle. So, the STG in BO1 and World at War really isn't all that amazing. It's okay in World at War, pretty much the same thing in BO1, it's just okay, but I find that on BO2 and on BO3, I know for Black Ops 2 it's on Origins, I think it might be on other Chronicle maps as well in Black Ops 3, but it's really good in BO2 and BO3, especially Pack-a-Punch, so that's really why I have it on this list. Plus I really wanted to have at least one gun from World at War Zombies on this list, but the STG is a solid and a little bit underrated in BO2 and BO3. Coming in at my number 9 spot, I wanted to have at least one Black Ops 4 gun on this list, and I have the Vapor, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I feel like there could be a lot of guns from Black Ops 4 in this spot. I feel like the ARs in BO4 are very balanced. Like the ICR is almost identical to the Vapor. The Rampart I think is close, but it's not as good. The SWAT's great as well. There's a lot of good ARs in BO4, but I am picking the Vapor. Why? Because of personal preference. So again, insert one of the ARs from BO4 in this spot, and there you have it. But the Vapor is a solid AR. It's good in the higher rounds, and what more do you want from an AR? Coming in at my number 8 spot, and these next 8 ARs 110% deserve to be on this list. In my 8th spot, I have the MTAR from Black Ops 2 Zombies. I've always been a fan of the MTAR, and I still think this gun is kind of underrated, but the MTAR is an absolute beast. Non-pack-a-punched, it's nothing that special. When you pap this thing, though, it is an absolute monster, especially when it comes to headshot damage. I could probably use the MTAR pack-a-punched up until like round 40, and there are not a lot of ARs in COD Zombies that are good up until round 40. This thing does have quite a bit of recoil, which does kind of suck. It's not one of those guns you really want to go full auto with, but man, in BO2, this thing is very good. Coming in at my number 7 spot, I have our first Black Ops 3 only weapon, and that is the HVK-30. I was looking through the ARs in BO3, and I'm like, man, what AR is really dominant or really jumps out as the best AR? And I feel like the ARs like BO4 are pretty balanced here in BO3 Zombies. But the HVK, the thing that kind of put it over the top is it's a wall buy, and it's a wall buy on pretty much every single map. The close second for me was like the ICR, but the ICR isn't a wall buy on all maps. I think it's only on a couple of maps. But the HVK, for an AR, it is a really good AR. It has a ton of ammo, and it's a wall buy. Like, you know, when you have a wall buy this good, all you have to do is just buy it off the wall, don't worry about the box, and you pop this thing in your set. That's what makes this AR in BO3 so good. Coming in at my number 6 spot, we're going over to Black Ops 1 Zombies, and I have the Commando. The Commando is one of the few weapons in BO1 that is actually good, and honestly guys, I just don't really have much to say about this weapon. The Commando Pack-a-Punch is a beast. It doesn't have a ton of ammo, but then again, like 95% of the guns in BO1 Zombies don't have enough ammo. This thing has fast mags, one path, that's one thing that jumps out at me. But, you know, the Commando is a very solid AR and one of the best guns in BO1. So coming in at my number 5 spot, we are going back to Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I have the M27 from Nuketown. Now, the M27, in my eyes, is kind of like the MTAR. To me, it's almost identical to the MTAR when it comes to damage, and of course looks as well, but the M27 has way less recoil. It's almost a laser gun compared to the MTAR, and this thing just does more damage. Unfortunately, it's only on Nuketown because this thing is so good. It will actually kill zombies in the early 40s, which is pretty insane. The ammo, though, is a little bit on the low side, but you know what? It doesn't matter when you have a gun that's this good. Coming in at my number 4 spot, I have another weapon from Black Ops 3. Remember when earlier in the video I was saying when I looked at the list of ARs in BO3, there wasn't one that jumped out at me? Well, that was kind of a lie. There is one AR that I think is incredible, and that is the FFAR. It's a DLC weapon. I believe it was first added in on Gorod Krovi, and it's on a bunch of maps in Chronicles, but the FFAR is such a good assault rifle. Damage is super high, you have a ton of ammo, and really, what more do you want from an assault rifle? ARs usually do a lot of damage and have like no ammo, or don't do much damage and have a ton of ammo. This right here is kind of the best of both worlds, and I think that this is the best assault rifle in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Coming in at my number 3 spot, I have a gun that maybe some of you forgot about. This is the Scar H from Black Ops 2 Origins. And if you've been a viewer on the channel for a long time, you've probably heard me talk about this gun quite a bit. The Scar H is one of my favorite weapons in COD Zombies. It really sucks that it is only on Origins because this gun is so good. The Agarthan Reaper, one of my favorite PAP names as well. But I feel like on Origins, there's a lot of good stuff, and this gun is really overshadowed. But the Scar H, honestly, the reason why it's not in my 1 spot is because it's only on Origins. If this was on a bunch of other maps, it would probably be in my number 1 spot. But yeah, the Scar H is an absolute beast. So here we are, the top 2 assault rifles in Treyarch Zombies. I feel like the gun I have in the 2 spot is going to surprise some of you, and I have the AN94. When I originally set out to make this list, I first thought AN94 for sure number 1 spot, but I think there's one AR that's better than the AN94. Now, the thing about this weapon, it's only on 2 maps in COD Zombies. It's on Die Rise and it's on Buried. It's on no other map in Treyarch Zombies. So that is kind of one reason why I have it here in the 2 spots. But the AN94, I think, is easily the most powerful wall weapon ever in Zombies. This thing has tons of ammo. It does tons of damage, and since it's a wall gun, if you ever need ammo for it, you can buy it off the wall. That's what makes this thing so OP. But I think everyone who played BO2 Zombies, you know how good this thing is, and it is, you know, obviously one of the best ARs in Treyarch Zombies. So the number 1 spot, what AR could possibly be better than the AN94? Now, the reason why I have this weapon in the 1 spot over the AN It's because this AR is in a lot of Treyarch zombie modes, and that AR is the Galil. Of course, I have to have the Galil somewhere on this list, and it's in my one spot. The Galil is in BO1, BO2, BO3, and in BO4. In BO1, it's hands down the best. In BO2, it's a close second. It's almost as good as the BO1 version. In BO3, I think it's at its worst. In BO4, it's a little bit better than the BO3 version. But one thing I should say, in BO3, there are a lot of good guns. So the Galil doesn't stack up compared to those other OP weapons. But the Galil is just in so many games, and it's consistently good. Even when it's bad, it's because of other guns being so OP. But yeah, the Galil, in my opinion, is the best AR. If the AN was maybe on all the maps in BO2, it could overtake the Galil. But man, having this gun in so many modes and it being so good, it has to be in my one spot. So there we have it, guys. Those are the 10 greatest assault rifles of all time from Treyarch Zombies. Like I said in my SMG video, this is kind of like my final rankings of all the things in Treyarch Zombies. So let me know in the comment section below what I should do next. I can literally do anything from Treyarch Zombies. It can be other weapon categories, it can be camos or Easter eggs or bosses, whatever you guys want, let me know in the comments below. And besides that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.